I was very lucky to have so many people that are actually now kind of build out the board, actually. And the board of directors now have most of the mentors that have helped us along the way. But one of the first mentors I ever had was actually the dean of my school, the College of Creative Studies. He was one of the first people that really, valued it and actually pushed against the school when the school was telling me to go elsewhere. And it was amazing to have that much feedback of my family and teachers and everybody going, no, this is great, but you need to go find a job that pays you money and stop playing around in this nonprofit charity sphere. And it was really amazing to have him really vet me and say, no, this is real. And then the next person that he introduced me to was actually the CEO of Carhartt. And that happened one day when he first saw my draft one of the business plan, my very pretty, not very substantial business plan. He saw it and then introduced me he made a phone call actually to the CEO of Carhartt. He said, I don't know if he's going to call back. And I get a call the next morning saying, hi, I heard about you from a friend of mine. I want you to show up at my office in 2 hours, wear what you're wearing, bring everything you have. I show up in a mixture of clothes. I'm in plaid and jeans and all sorts of bad things. And I'm carrying, at the time, what looks like a giant trash bag, but is actually the first version of the coat. Looks like a giant white trash bag. It was awful. Weighed like 20 pounds, too. And a very pretty business plan. And I ended up meeting with him and meeting with the CEO and sitting down with him for an hour. And he paged through that entire business plan. And he looks at the tiny, tiny, tiny little spreadsheet I had built in the back. Numbers were not my strong suit in design school. And he looks at it and goes, okay, what does this $1,600 get you that you've built into this business plan that apparently I was going to operate on for a year? $1,600 was going to last me a year. That's how bad I was at numbers and math. And I said, well, it's going to get me sewing machines. And he goes, well, what kind of sewing machines are you looking at? I said, the industrial kind of sewing machines. Because up until that point, I knew that much about sewing and manufacturing. I didn't know how to sew when I started this. And he goes, well, there are more than one type of industrial sewing machine that changed my whole world. I was like, what? And I'm trying to play it really cool and be like, okay, yeah. He's like, there are single needle, there are double needle, there are triple needle. And after he starts saying names of machines I can't count the needles on anymore. And this is my exact thought was, 3 needles sounds like overkill, but 2 needles are bound to be better than 1. My entire first business decision made with a CEO of a multi-million-dollar international company. And I'm sitting there playing it so cool. I'm like, yes, we need double needle sewing machines. And he goes, with walking feet? I'm like, sure, have the feet walk. I had no idea what I was doing. And from that point forward, though, he also gave me the $1,600. I walked out like I had won the lotto. But it had really spurred the whole project from that point forward. They had an all-access pass to work with them in all their manufacturing facilities across the U.S. And since then, he's been the father figure to what we do. And to this day, we still work with them. And they fly people up to come and work on our team, and we go back and forth. And that was before any press. That was before anybody else said this was a good idea. It was one person making one phone call. And I think that was amazing because once you open the door for press, everybody is, all of a sudden, all the teachers were like, good job. But this is great. We're really proud of you. You weren't proud of me 2 days ago. But having those, knowing and finding the right people that want to be a part of it before everybody else thinks it's good, before everybody else says it's good, and when they decide. And that's the most influential people in the whole business have been those people.